let's dig deep into the continuation of learning the blues with the solo of the next player, which will be Marçel Perramon, who goes next into the next solo. I have already started a little bit. Oh, I forgot. The second piece of news is that in the platform that I use to transcribe, which is Soundslice, which you can find at soundslice.com, they are great guys. They are absolutely great. And, you know, just a disclaimer, I'm not getting any money. I'm not getting any discount for saying this, but they keep improving the platform. And just 2 days ago, they have finally released the version that now we can enter the note via MIDI. So if you have a MIDI keyboard, which I have here at my right, you can actually play the notes and enter them via MIDI. So you don't have to enter the notes manually anymore, but you simply can use the MIDI keyboard. Right? So if I'm a bit slow today, it's just because I need to learn how to use it. It will be my first time. All right, so let's dig into the next solo, which will be Marçel Perramon solo over After Supper. That's a triplet, right? Now I'm scared to write triplet. And I think, if I'm not wrong, that we can auto advance. We can toggle here, auto advance. So whenever you write a note, you don't have to click on the right arrow, but you simply, the music will keep going. Right? Right, so this is probably 2 beats, and this is a rest. So I think this is crotchet rest. What? Didn't I? And then there is a triplet, and he's playing on the oh. Do you think those are triplets or quadruplets? I would write a triplet, right? I would write a triplet. and I would like this to be G sharp, so I put manually this is slurred, and I think it's probably so that's B flat, and it's tied, sorry. All right, save. Remember to save on Sunslice. Okay, this is wrong. So it's not tied. This is and this is E, and this is tied. Yeah, now I think I like it better. Yes, I think I would write this as a quaver tied, which becomes a triplet, and do it. Maybe C. Right. You see, even here, da-do-dee, it's really laying back. But, you know, how, no. How can we does it go to D? Yeah. I'm not entirely sure, but look, I want to write this. I need to add a note after notes, a note after here, and do, and this will be do. Yeah, I think this is more accurate. So it's one crochet, one quaver, and then 2 semiquavers. Do, 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 do. I think this is a triplet. Do, 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 and I don't know the F natural how long it is. Maybe it's not that tripletish, isn't it? Maybe it's not a triplet. Maybe it's this, all semiquavers. Yeah, I prefer this way. D, 1, 2, 3, and 2 other semiquavers. What are the notes? G sharp and B. Do, do, D, G natural, G sharp. Do, 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 D. Do, do. All right. It puts the wrong. So toggle enharmonic. I don't know what is the keystroke. I will learn it. Do, do, D. That's a D. I mean an E. All right. So 1 quaver rest. And the note is F, is tied to a crotchet and is tied to a semiquaver. Do, ti, do, 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 do. There was an error during saving. So he's playing he's playing but I don't know whether to put a mordant here. We can put a mordant because this is what it is. So to put a mordant, you go up here, search your mordant ornament. No, this one. Because did you guys know that when there is a little line across the mordant mark, that means that you play the mordant with the note below. So this would be G, F sharp, G. But when there is no line across the mordant, it means that you go up a semitone. So G to A flat, back to G. Po, po, do, ba, ti, do. Po, 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 po. I don't know how long that is. All right, this is, I think, a quaver. Yeah, and crotchet rest. Let's go. All right, this is a quite typical, bebop line. So again, they are playing on a blues, so we are at the end of the blues. This is the second last bar. With a turnaround. 1, 2. That's pretty good, isn't it? The language. And I really love the fact that this guy looks so young, but he really digs the jazz language, especially the traditional language. You know, he's playing the blues like an old 97, you know, guy from New Orleans. He's really digging the blues. I love it. You know, that demonstrates that he studied a lot the core of the language and maybe transcribed a lot of the early jazz tenor saxophones. So that would be the best way to write, is to write all the notes. That would be but I think everything has to be. And now we care about the rhythm. So this D is on the downbeat, and this D is a crotchet and a crotchet, right? So this is a beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why don't we put a 6th doublet into it, which is, the doublet is here. We need to put 6 notes instead of 8. Right? Or I can write it, maybe again, this is not maybe the right way to do it. Maybe I should do and write this as a 6th doublet, 6 in the space of 4, right? Is there another note here in between? Let's use a trick. Let's play 60% speed. I mean, no, I don't think there is another note. It's just the rhythm that is, you know, a bit rushed towards the end. But again, you know, we need to compromise. Otherwise, we get crazy and we write crazy stuff that will be impossible to read. Right? So this is a big scoop, and just to remember, we can go to notes and mark it. A big scoop, right? Da 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 di da da da. I think we can write da, da, di, da. and this would be going into this one. It's almost a gliss. All right, I would like to write this as a quintuplet to give justice to this phrase. And this will be what? And this is tied. Maybe here we can put this one. It's not really a do it. I don't know. Probably on Sibelius I have a better way to do it. Just let's leave it like that. I will remember. This should be all semiquavers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting on the last semiquaver of the first beat. So that would be a dotted, and then do do do. Something like that. Oh. That's the essence of the blues, guys. And of course we can, analyze, but we are going towards bar 4 of our form. So we need to do the 2-5-1 into C7, which will be here. And that's a great way to highlight the harmonic changes of the blues using this chromaticism, which is part of the bebop scale, but is also, highlighting that here the F is a guide tone that will most likely resolve onto E. Now, this is in the previous bar, so you can imagine here G7 again, and then another bar of G7, and then there will be C7. So the resolution is pretty far away, but he's preparing the sound of the resolution. I love it. So this would be 2 beats. It's similar to the one above, but the rest is a little bit longer. I think the rest is a quaver. Is it 3 notes or 4 notes? I hear this. So it would be semiquaver triplet. and then this is E flat, right? I love that do, do, bending that note a little bit. Do, da. That's do, da, do. Is it like that? Do do da, do do da. So that would be do C sharp, right? Do 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 do. This sounded a bit longer. Did I hear it right? This is natural. So I'm using a mix here of the keyboard, the old way, and the MIDI keyboard. So when I'm pretty sure of the notes, I can type into the keyboard, the normal keyboard of the computer, you know, this one, or the MIDI keyboard, right? The one with the notes. So I'm trying to find my best way and my fastest way to write it down on sound slice. Okay. Right? That's a quaver. And right? I think this was slurred to a quaver rest and a semi-quaver rest. G sharp, B. Whoa, I love this. this is probably, I need to, ooh. What? Right. Da, 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 da. Oh, this is more like a triplet. So, oh, T da 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 T. This is a crotchet slurred to a dotted quaver and then two semi-demi-quavers. This is a natural and A flat. What? Why he's landing on G sharp and I'm hearing two notes? He's maybe repeating the. It's G sharp. G sharp. And I don't remember the rest. See, with the keyboard some things are faster. I need to add a grace note here. The A sharp, and this will be a grace note, right? Because this is what he plays. Oh, this is B flat. Oh, sorry guys, I must have been completely crazy. That's B natural. Ooh, what a line. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 this is G sharp, and there is a mordant. Let's put it again, and there is another mordant, very fast, right? Da, 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 da. All right. That's a triplet. This should be dotted. Do, 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 do. Do, do. do 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 do. Do da do da do do dee do da do da do 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 dee dee do. Do, do, do. Let me check. Whoa, and that's the end of his solo. That's great. I think again, da do do. It's probably two semiquavers and a quaver. Yeah, let's write it that way. Right, semiquaver, semiquaver, and quaver. And then there will be the other tenor player, right? So this is the end of the solo. We need to put a double bar line there. There you go. We save the solo, and that was the melody. That is Scott Hamilton solo. Now we didn't put the chords, shall we? Let's put the chords of the blues from here. Right, to put the chords, we go to text, we go to this tab here, we click here, and we put G7. And then this will be G7. Maybe here we can put another G7, or do you prefer to put D minor 7? And then here we put G7. And then here it would be C7, and from memory they are playing this variation, so with C sharp diminished and G7, and then here it will be E7, or maybe we can do let me change this to G sharp because I prefer. Maybe we can do B half diminished. What do you think? B half diminished, B minor 7 flat 5, and E7. That would be sharp 9 or flat 9. Let's put flat 9, and then A minor 7. This will be D7, G7, E7, the turnaround, A minor 7, and D7. And then second chorus is G7, G7, G7. Let's put here D minor 7 and G7, C7, C sharp diminished. And you see, guys, that as soon as you put the chords, some of the notes that look a bit weird start to make sense, right? G7 and then E7, A minor 7, and then here we have D7, and then the turnaround, G7, E7, and A minor 7, and D7. So just very briefly, because I don't want to profit too much of your time, if we just look briefly at his solo, you know, which starts with this gorgeous bluesy line using the blues scale. So if I'm playing this, I would go da 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 da, landing and stressing the C, because, oh, sorry, I forgot to put C7 here. Come on, Mirko, what are you doing? The second bar of the blues, you know, C7. Done. All right, back to G7. G7, and here as well, back to G7. All right, so there is this wonderful bluesy line, and even here there is a grace note. Let's put it in A sharp, and it's a grace note. So what we can learn here is that you can use the blues scale, but also, you know, over C7 you can play between these three notes, C, B flat and B natural, to just make it very clear what the main differences are. Do, 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 dee. Right? That's wonderful, guys. It's really highlighting the blues. And then there is the 2-5-1 into C7. And again, you know, in this bar 2-5, he plays B natural, and then bar 5 we are on C7. There you go, B flat. You know, that would be one of the main ideas for a beginner who wants to learn how to play on the blues. Just highlight those notes. The major third over the tonic chord over G7 would be B natural, and then every time you go to C7 you change it to B flat. C sharp. This is almost C sharp. Shall we put C sharp? It's probably a C sharp a little bit flat. Maybe a C sharp in this one. Right, and here of course the chord is C sharp diminished, so we have the C sharp, we have the G, and we are back to B natural in that would be bar 6. And now we have the 2-5-1 into A minor 7, so between bar 8 and 9. And you know, on the E7 flat 9 he plays actually this nice chromaticism on the 9th. So sharp 9, the G natural, major 9, the F sharp, landing onto the F natural, which is the flat 9, creating a lot of tension, and then approaching the major third with a chromaticism from below, resolving on the 5th, on the E. That's a very cool line. Right, and here there is a simple line to end the solo, to do the 2-5-1 into G7 with those two chords. This is A minor 7 chord, da di do do, and then da do do do. This is A flat major 7 chord, which it can be interpreted as a tritone substitution of D, which is A flat. And yes, you can do this like sliding chromatically. You don't have to play G flat here to put A flat 7, which will be the dominant tritone substitution, but you can play A minor 7 and A flat major 7, just changing the E and the A and landing on the G to create a resolution sound. Turn around. Again, B flat, it's in the blues scale, is a great note, and despite the chord is D7, he's thinking the blues scale, so G and B flat, right? And then this B flat is sliding into B natural. He's probably using the bass key to do that slide. Right, this is a beautiful bluesy line, again starting with B flat and reaching chromatically up the G, using the low G as a bridge. And we already talked about this, landing on F natural to stress the fact that we are going towards C7. This is probably almost a D, but I love this. This would be the flat 3 of C7. So he's applying almost the blues scale of C7. Yeah, I would change this to D. It's not too clear. We can probably put in brackets that note. It's almost a chord. Again, you know, there is here the idea is that the bridge this time is at the top with the constant note A played, and the bottom is descending from E to E flat to D to C sharp to C natural and to B. And at the top he's playing always the A. Listen. Right? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful idea. After he played this line where the constant is at the bottom, he plays this line with the constant at the top and resolving perfectly on B natural in bar 6. E7. Right? E7, what do you play? Ba ba da ba da. Beautiful line with an enclosure around the note C. Di da do do di do with a chromaticism. Great line. Great idea. Oh, I deleted the chord, sorry. And since I'm here, I will write E7 flat 9 because he plays here ba ba do da da. Right, that would be the flat. Right, and this is da 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 da. Does it remind you of something? In exactly in the same place, da 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 da, but a little bit different. So this is great, guys. This is exactly what you need to learn the jazz vocabulary. This is the demonstration that probably he practiced a lot, those descending arpeggios onto maybe 2 5 1s, and they come out naturally in his fingers. So this is something that you can start practicing, you know, resolution using descending arpeggios and moving the top note either chromatically or staying there with the top note and moving chromatically other notes. I love also this G sharp, which is the sharp 11, but I think he's just surrounding the note A. Right, and this is great, right? And he's finishing his solo with a nice bluesy line using basically 3 notes, E, G, and B flat. Right? With a nice time. So what I like about this solo is that after you play, you have to play a solo after Scott Hamilton played. And to me, what this young fellow is doing is paying a tribute, right, to Scott Hamilton, showing, hey, I respect you and I'm very humble and I try, you know, to play your style. I try to learn, you know, the blues language. Right, so guys, let's listen to the whole solo. I won't stop anymore, and I will say goodbye after the whole solo. Thank you. That's pretty good, isn't it? What he played there. Another thing, just to add the very last thing, did you hear that every time he ends a phrase and makes a good rest, did you hear the piano? Just pay attention to the piano. So that's also the importance of let your phrasing breathe. Let your lines have some rest after you played it to give an opportunity to the other players to interact with you, right? That would be really important. So this solo is pretty good in demonstrating that you don't have to be too funambolic or too technical to play a solo over a blues, but you have to be solid with your ideas and let your ideas breathe and play the blues and get the blues sound. So that will be it for today. Thanks for staying with me. I just remember once more, please subscribe to my channel, and next time I will keep transcribing these wonderful solos over after supper. Take care. Goodbye.